methods used for surveillance, delimiting and monitoring of invasive ants are very similar, and performing them is essential for the early detection and containment of unwanted ant species, as well as assessing the success of management programs used to control or eradicate them. A visual survey is the simplest way to detect invasive ants. Ideally, a team of 3 to 5 people spaced no more than 10 meters apart is needed to perform a visual survey. Gently lift any stones, logs or rubbish to check for ant nests, but take care not to disturb the nest, as this can cause the ants to move to a new site, spreading the problem. The team moves through the survey area looking around them for the target ant species as they go, and recording the location of any that they see. Pay special attention to plants bearing fruit or flowers, as there will often be ants foraging on them. Moving in a straight line and spaced evenly, the team moves from one end of the first survey block to the other, recording any ants observed as they go. The team then regroups in the next block, facing in the opposite direction. They then continue with the survey until they reach the end of that block. This process is repeated until the entire survey area has been covered. Mark the area you've searched with tape, old plastic bags or any other easily visible item you have to hand. It's important to record the point where no further ants were found. This way, it's possible to build a picture of the limits of the infested area. Ants are often abundant and easy to spot in the middle of an infested area, but can be harder to see at the edges of the infestation where their numbers are greatly reduced. If invasive ants are present, but at low abundance, they may be difficult to find by visual survey alone. Food lures can be used to draw the ants out where they may be spotted. Place a selection of sugar and protein-based lures on a card and see which one the target ant species is most attracted to. Here, cat food, honey, peanut butter and sugar water have been placed on the card. The ants are recruiting to the cat food, suggesting that a protein-based lure will be most successful in drawing out the target species. Once it's been established which lure the target ant species prefers, single food lures can be distributed. Here, a 20% solution of sugar water is used as a lure to attract yellow crazy ants. A few squares of toilet paper, cotton wool or shredded cloth are soaked in sugar water and placed at 10-meter intervals from the point where the ants were last recorded. The lures are left for at least 30 minutes. If foragers are present at low abundance, it's likely they'll be drawn to the lures. If they're spotted, the known infestation area can be expanded. Pitfall traps are another effective means of identifying which ants are present and where they occur. 5 traps are randomly placed inside a 20 by 20 meter plot. Multiple plots no less than 20 meters apart should be placed throughout the infested and surrounding area. If available, plastic sample jars with lids filled with propylene glycol are ideal, because the lid can be placed upside down on top of the pot while it's put in the ground, preventing dirt and leaf litter from falling into the liquid. Propylene glycol preserves the ants and prevents them from decomposing. You can use a cut-down bottle or plastic cup and fill it with soapy water. If you do use soapy water, you must either identify your specimens quickly or preserve them in alcohol, otherwise they will rot. These traps are dug into the ground and filled with liquid. The ants drop into them and drown. It's essential that the lip of the trap is in line or below the level of the ground. After 24 hours, or longer if needs be, remove the trap and place a label in it stating the trap number, location and date in pencil. To make sorting easier, add the label details to the outside of the pot and lid with a permanent marker. Card counts are a reliable way of monitoring abundance in yellow crazy ant infestations. The technique may also be applicable for other crazy ant species. Ideally, 3 people spaced 10 meters apart perform the count. A 4th person timing the counts is helpful if extra help is available. Each observer clears a space and places a 10 by 10 centimeter card on the ground. The timer calls start and the observers watch the card for 30 seconds, counting the number of ants that cross the card in that time. When 30 seconds is up, the The cards are picked up and one person records the results for all the observers. The team then moves on to the next position 5 meters away and repeats the process. Count the ants crossing the card again. This data can give an indication of where the center of the infestation is. After 30 seconds, the cards are collected, the data recorded, and the team moves on. The 3 observers each perform the card count 11 times, and the counts are averaged to get an idea of the degree of infestation. Averages greater than 37 ants crossing the card indicate a need for urgent management. Routine surveillance around high-risk sites such as ports, airports and cargo storage or divanning sites detects invasive ant incursions early. The ants can be eradicated rapidly before they become a bigger and more costly problem. As part of a wider biosecurity system, surveillance can help to prevent invasive ants from becoming a social, agricultural or environmental pest in your area. Regional agencies such as SPREP and SPC can offer advice and assistance in setting up biosecurity or surveillance systems. Prevention is always better than cure.